In 3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, the 9th of June, and it's Donald Duck Day. And a big happy birthday to Michael J. Fox, Patricia Cornwell, Johnny Depp, and Natalie Portman. There were 6,048 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday and 13 additional deaths. Yesterday also marked 6 months since the first dose of vaccine was administered, and in that time the UK has distributed almost 69 million jabs.
Nice.
Meanwhile, the battle with the Delta variant continues, with focus now switching to Manchester, where it's spreading fastest. Matt Hancock announced a package of support to slow the spread as speculation grows about a delay in the roadmap to unlocking.
We are providing a strengthened package of support based on what's working in Bolton to help Greater Manchester and Lancashire tackle the rise in the Delta variant that we're seeing there. This includes rapid response teams, putting in extra testing, military support and supervised in-school testing.
And Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, said people need to be cautious but also to keep living their lives.
So we've every reason to believe that this the rise that we're seeing can be brought under control quickly, and the situation can be turned around. We've got very good grounds to believe that.
6.
The row over the cut to the foreign aid budget continued in the House of Commons yesterday as members debated the issue even though a vote has been ruled out. Former PM Theresa May says the cut to aid will affect Britain's standing in the world.
People have respected us for our commitment to 0.7%. People don't listen to the UK because we are the UK. They listen to us because of what we do. They listen to us because of how we put our values into practice.
But Tory MP Steve Double says it's not the only promise we're going to have to break.
I find it very uncomfortable that we are having to make this cut in our aid spending. But I also feel very uncomfortable adding to the debt that my grandchildren will probably have to pay back.
Although Donald Trump is long gone, he's very much not forgotten in the United States, and the many and various investigations into his conduct in power continue. Yesterday, CNN released audio of the former president's lawyer recorded during some of his many calls to the Ukraine, events which led to Donald being impeached for the first time. Here, Rudy Giuliani explains to a Ukrainian government representative what he wants to happen.
And all we need from the president is to say, I'm going to put an honest prosecutor in charge. He's going to investigate and dig up the evidence that presently exists. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I see him bragging about it on television. And to me, as a lawyer, it sounds like a bribe.
Things are all change in Northern Ireland as Edwin Poots takes over as DUP leader and now Paul Givan steps up to become First Minister. He starts in his new job on Monday.
There's a huge responsibility that comes with this position, particularly in serving the people of Northern Ireland as we come through the COVID pandemic, the recovery that's needed in our economy, within our education system, and meeting the needs of the people.
And he's just in time as negotiations between the UK and the EU on the Northern Ireland Protocol and border arrangements are due to resume, with Vice President of the EU, Maros Šefčovič, arriving in London for talks.
We are, I think, approaching the crossroad where we can have two possible roads. One is road of cooperation, joint action and constructive engagement. Other would lead us to the more difficult situation.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Grandpa Charles says hello and Tom Hiddleston recaps on Loki.
You're listening to the Smart 7. If you're enjoying it, you might also like the Smart 7 Ireland edition. Just search and follow us on your favourite podcast platform. The Euros are getting closer. This Friday sees the opening ceremony, and as anticipation mounts, Sven-Göran Eriksson, former England manager, is in high demand. He made a very strange appearance on Sky News, which involved pictures of Lembit Opik popping up on screen in some kind of FaceTime glitch, which did not amuse Kay Burley. What does?
I have to learn new languages because it makes you richer.
quick thought before I ask you one more question, because it does look like Mr. Opic really does want to talk to you.
He did at least have a prediction for England's first game against Croatia this Sunday.
2-0, Kane 1-0 and Sterling 2-0.
The birth of Lilibet Diana Mountbatten-Windsor has been causing all sorts of drama all week, including Daily Telegraph columnist Julie Burchill getting sacked over a series of wildly inappropriate tweets about the newborn baby. So it was nice to hear Grandpa Charles make a positive reference in a speech on technology and innovation at a very noisy BMW factory in Oxford.
The development of technology like electric vehicles, or green hydrogen for that matter, for heavy transport, is vital for maintaining the health of our world for future generations. Something I'm only too aware of today, having recently become a grandfather for the 5th time. And such happy news really does remind one of the necessity of continued innovation in this area.
Today sees the arrival of the brand new Marvel series Loki. Tom Hiddleston returns as the bad brother of Thor, and he's also executive producer of the show, which has already had rave reviews. Here, he recaps everything you need to know in character in more or less 30 seconds. Good lad.
My dad, Odin, says my brother Thor can be king. I'm jealous. Plus, he's not my real dad, so I get my real dad to kill Odin, but then I save him. Thor's mad anyway. I'll be fine. Cut to Earth. I steal the Tesseract from S.H.I.E.L.D., help the Chitauri invade Earth, and the Avengers stop them, and I go to jail until Thor needs me to help defeat the Dark Elves. Next thing you know, I'm king, but everyone thinks I'm Odin. Our sister Hela shows up. Cue another Thor-Loki team up. We beat her. Then Thanos shows up. We don't beat him, and I die. Thanos kills half the universe. The Avengers go back in time to stop him, giving an earlier version of me a chance to grab the Tesseract. Oh, hang on! Okay, that's better. Thanos gets defeated, and the next thing you know, I've got a job offer from some group that calls itself the TVA. And that's it.
This has been The Smart 7. If you're listening on Spotify, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We're back tomorrow at 7. Please like and subscribe everywhere or enable our skill on Alexa.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.
Acast powers some of the world's best podcasts. Here's a show we recommend.
Hey, I'm Bert from The Bert Show. You have people on a show that really don't like morning shows.
Blair said, I think I'm falling in love with you. And I went,
why take initiative when you can take a nap?
I like keeping it real and I like keeping it gross.
So we created a show that we really wanted to hear. It's real and it's funny, and we will talk about our personal lives. We're not scared of anything.
I'm on the phone with your husband, Bart, and he says, I love you. I'm not sure that I gave him a confident enough I love you back. And I do have feelings for him. I think I'm falling in love with him.
What I love most about this show is everybody's vulnerability.
And though our perspectives may be different, working together is actually fun.
We put the fun in dysfunction.
I think it's unlike anything that you've heard before.
The Bert Show. Listen to this show on Acast or wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast recommends.